Hey guys, this is your trusted weather forecast for a pretty quick but brief spring 2020 weather outlook. We'll do temperature and precipitation, and I'll also mention some severe weather at the end, but I do not have a graphic for that. Let's get right to it with temperature. We'll start in the Midwest, Great Lakes, the whole Aqua region up there, spreading from eastern Montana all the way through Wisconsin, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, is below average temperatures. The aqua color is less noticeable, so it might be like a 1 or 2, maybe 3 degree difference. But the cyan color in far northern North Dakota and far northern Minnesota is where you'll see those below average temperatures more noticeable. Now, I'm not saying you won't have warm days in spring. I'm just saying that it's going to be below average. It may be far below average for the first part of spring, but far above average for the next part of spring, but it levels out. So this is what we have so far. I will make updates when spring actually does come along. You can see the orange in the southeast, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, all those areas in that orange is above average. Again, not as noticeable, but a 1, 2, maybe 3 degree difference. Same thing with the west coast, spreading from New Mexico through California, through Washington. Moving on to precipitation is where we have below average temperatures in the northwest, and we have an additional layer in the far interior northwest where you'll notice more significant below average precipitation. You also have a small region of slightly below average precipitation in New England area, northeast, spreading from New Jersey through Massachusetts. Now, this is less certain, but it could still happen, and I'm thinking it's going to happen. Now in the Gulf, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Panhandle of Florida, parts of Georgia, is above average precipitation. It may be considerably above average in that dark green region, but in the lime color, the light green color, is where it may not be as noticeable. And then from the plains spreading into the Great Lakes is also slightly above average precipitation. Again, not as noticeable. Now, I will mention a thing about severe weather. Right now, it's looking to be like above average severe weather for the plains, mainly in Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, those areas, parts of Illinois, and Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, southern Minnesota may also experience severe weather in spring. Maybe above average, maybe not, but that's a little unclear at this point. I will make a video on that when spring comes along. That's your trusted weather forecast for spring 2020. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. Goodbye. Back to the